I'd like to welcome everybody here. A pleasant Monday afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you happen to be tuning in. And welcome back to Hanksville, Utah. This is the reboot of the Canyonlands Challenge. And I am really looking forward to this. We've got some familiar faces that are going to be flying around this area, and it should be a lot of fun. If you were here back in April, you've got a little bit of a sense of what we're in for today. It is another windy day, and we're gonna do our best to kind of navigate that through that wind. It's a 10 knot wind with some gusts of 24, which is really going to push this airplane. I'm in the Porter, the PC-6 Porter, but anyway, we're gonna do the best we can and have some fun. So here is the basic plan of attack, and it's sort of up to the individual how to do this. But we're all starting here in Hanksville, and we are going to, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit for you guys. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So we're going to start at Hanksville, and all of these little circles here, including Mineral Canyon and Caveman, and I actually forgot one. There is right up in here. There's one called Horseshoe Canyon that I forgot to put on there. I made this custom sectional because these ones that don't have the R, they're not actually listed on the sectional from SkyVector. So anyway, there's 9 total strips involved in this, and we're going to try to go find them all. I am going to probably take this route. I think we're going to head out to Nielsen Wash to begin with, and then we're going to jump over here to Hidden Splendor, then over to Temple Mountain. From Temple Mountain, we're going to attempt to zip over here and find that Canyonlands, which is, like I say, in this area right here. We're going to bounce over to Mineral Canyon. We're going to hit Caveman Ranch, and then we're going to come back up the Colorado River and see if we can jump in here at below Buckacre, Happy Canyon, and Angel Point before returning to Hanksville. Now, a few of the guys are actually they're gonna finish up here at Canyonlands Field, and so we may, I don't know, it just kind of depends on how we're feeling. If we get to Angel Point, we feel like we have a lot of time, we may buzz back over here to Canyonlands Field, but also we're just going to take a look at the time. We're in the Porter, which is not exactly the fastest plane in the world, so we're thinking this is going to be a couple of hours, and that may be that may be about all we want to do tonight. So that's the idea. We're going to get this thing fired up. Hopefully, we're going to get this thing fired up, and we've got already fuel set and all that good stuff. So let's just make sure we're ready to go. Yep, all that stuff looks good. We are above 10 degrees, so we're going to keep the, actually, yeah, we're going to keep the prop lever feathered. All of our switches look like they are off. Gyro compass is on. We'll turn that off. Everything else is off. Okay, good deal. Good deal. Everything there looks good. Everything there looks good. All right. Fuel system valve is open. And all right, let's get started here. Booster pump, I think, is the first thing we turn on, and we just need to make sure the prop area is clear. Clear prop, probably could open up a window or something. Does this thing open? Clear prop. See if I remember how to start this baby. Hold this starter switch for a couple of seconds. Oh, I need battery. Hold on, hold on, hold on. That's what I need to make sure we have power here. The master battery switch has to come on first. There we go. Fuel, check the fuel. That looks good. There we go. Booster pump is on. All right, now we're ready. Now we're ready. Can I see what I need to see here? I think so. All right, we're watching that RPM gauge up there. And we need to turn on the ignition now. Condition levers to ground idle. And everything is coming to life. Very good, very good. Not the cleanest startup procedure in the world, but gosh, what have I, do I even have 10 hours in this thing yet? No, 7 hours in this bad boy. So that's probably about the 5th time I've started it. So I'm just happy to get it going. All right, all the temperatures and pressures are looking good. ITT stabilized. All right, we're going to move that condition lever. Hold on for a second. All right, yep, that goes full forward. My prop lever does not appear to be working right now. Interesting. All right, let's get the generator going. We need to have, we could probably use a position light here. And what else? Gyro compass. Got to turn that baby on. We can turn the starter off now. And we'll turn the radio masters on. Turn the ignition switch off. And let's set up our transponder. Yep, we'll be squawking Charlie.
Helicopter November 8 Salim Alpha is 3 miles to the northeast of the field. Intend full stop at the GA ramp. Yield to wash traffic.
All right, we already got some guys closing in on it. That's cool. That is cool. As always, we're a little bit toward the end of it, just because I like to let everybody get going and you know, just make sure that nobody has any troubles that are unexpected here. All right, what else do we need to do here? There we go.
Angel Point traffic, Piper Cub entering right now.
Holy cow.
Landing to the west.
Whoops. Guess who did not have the parking brake on like I thought I did? Whoa. All right, that, I just about scratched the Kodiak. Sorry about that, Kodiak. All right, luckily it's a bush plane, so it doesn't hurt us being out here in the grass, and it gives us a chance to look at the food truck. Whew, okay, yeah, that was bad. That was a bad start. Hey, Titanium Druid. Came here just at the right time, buddy. So you'll see Downwind Sim, even though he's not able to join us, he has a hand in a lot of this stuff. He's created the food truck here with our banner on it, obviously. That's a tradition. That makes it to just about every event we've done since like about the second one, I think. So let's get back over here and let's just yeah, let's make sure we're not running over people. Oh gosh, now I'm going to ground loop. Wow, I am putting on an absolute show here for my two viewers. All right, here we go. We don't have the weather, by the way, turned down. We're just gonna give it a try. But before we do that, we need to get out of the way and just make sure we have everything turned on. All right, so those guys headed out south to Angel Point. I did hear somebody head towards Nielsen Wash, which is where we are thinking about going. All right, let's get this thing Let's make sure the brake is on. Crud, maybe I forgot where the brake is. It's on the pedestal down here somewhere, I know. Alright, parking brake, where the heck are you? Alright, well we'll just keep the toe brakes engaged, and only a couple more guys to get rolling here. We do have Slant Alpha Adventures. He's right there in the prop strike. The Reality Expansion Pack prop strike 172. And then we do have the Kodiak that I almost ran into. And we'll have a special guest here toward the end of the stream. If you tune into Agent Bravo 7's stream, she's actually flying from Minneapolis, St. Paul down here to Hanksville. So that'll be pretty cool. And so you have me, you have Slant Alpha Adventure, and you have Agent Bravo 7.
Actual traffic, November 569 Pop Charlie is Bell 429. Helicopter, we're taking off runway 27 via our departure to the north. 9 Pop Charlie, Hanksville traffic.
So anyway, that'll be kind of fun to see if she can get that 757 in here on this this relatively short field, 4,454 feet. So that'll be, I would guess that's right at the kind of the edge of what you can do in a 757. I could be wrong. But all right, let's see. Oh, I need to turn the webcam on so you can see my humiliated face because of that startup procedure. But that's actually, I actually missed the fuel and the Kodiak there. So really, that was a success, I think. All right, I don't think there's anything left to do here with the startup. We're going to go ahead and make our call. Hanksville traffic, Porter, November 11816, taxiing to runway 27 for VFR departure, Hanksville. All right, let's do it.
Nelson traffic, helicopter November 8, 7 Lima Alpha is departing to the north. We'll be following the Muddy Creek to Hidden Splendor, northbound departure.
Ooh, Hidden Splendor. That's one of the tougher ones in my mind to land. A one way in, one way out, and today it's not. The wind is not going to be our friend, I don't think.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's see. Nobody coming on final.
Ocean Watch traffic, helicopter Niner Killer Bravo, Bell 429.
And runway is clear. Let's get it lined up and we'll get ready to go. Boy, the wind is really, I got full brakes on right now and the wind is really spinning me around. This may be a bad idea. Oh boy. Yeah, like I'm totally, brakes are on and the wind is just catching my tail and it's just saying, you're going this way, buddy. Let's see if we can get her pulled back on here. Oh boy. All right. That's gonna have to be close enough for us. So let's tune in just for navigational purposes, just in case. Let's tune in Hanksville, which is 15-9er. And we will use that just in case we need it. Right now I'm not gonna really set anything. We're gonna be departing on essentially about a 230 heading. So it's left-hand traffic. Hanksville traffic, Porter 816, departing runway 27 VFR westbound, Hanksville. Notch of flaps, fingers crossed. Let's do this. Oh, I forgot to set the tail wheel lock. I'm going to be kind of wiggly. Oh boy. Yeah, this wind may be too much. May be exceeding my limits. We may have to do the unthinkable. We may have to get down on the ground at Nielsen Wash and turn the wind down just a little bit. Otherwise, it's just a gorgeous day. Sunny, clear. It is warm. That's probably another part that's not great, but all right, a little bit of a left-hand turn, and down we go here. Probably about 10 miles is all. So we've got a little DME counter working for us right now. We'll come around, kind of loop back around the direction that we came from. We'll see the town of Hanksville, and then we'll just head down, basically down this wash here. This is the Fremont River, I think. Fremont River kind of heads this way. All right, we're good. Let's make sure we're not redlining. Let's get everything pulled back here a little bit. We're not planning on setting any speed records by any stretch of the imagination. So let's settle in. About 5,500 is probably going to do it for us. And let's see if the departure was sketchy. I can't wait to see what this first landing is going to look like. There's our town of Hanksville, and picking up this little Fremont River wash on our way down to Nielsen Wash. This is actually an old abandoned airfield. When we looked on the kind of the backcountry, there's a Utah backcountry pilots little guide that we were looking at, and then also looking at some different topo maps. We found this little area here and decided that this would be a good addition to this package, so we tossed her in there. All right, and where are we going? Oh, we're heading a little too far south, I think, actually. I think we maybe need to go up that wash right there, folks. Yep, we got to be heading, like I say, about a 230 or so heading, and we're basically going almost due south. So let me come over. I think I'm one little drainage off. There's a bull creek that heads south. I think that's what we were following. So let me come back over here. Yeah, this one here is going to be more our speed, I think. It does head pretty straight west. Yeah, I think that's it right there. That's it right there. We'll cut over the top of these buttes. We're about 5 miles out, so we're about halfway there. And yeah, we'll see. If I'm remembering correctly, I guess I should preface it by saying things like that. I do believe that we're on the right track now, and we're more of a 270 here. But I think this guy will bend back around and head us in the right direction. Yeah, I think we're in business now. I think we just got a little farther south than we intended originally, and so now we'll go ahead and head ourselves backwards.
Below Buckacre traffic, Piper Cup is 3 miles to the north inbound, full stop.
Below Buckacre, all right. There's one I have trouble with also. That's another kind of squirrely one. Looking forward to getting down there. That's south and east of the field. We're going to be coming back kind of that direction. And hopefully, we got to find this one first, though. All right, here we go. I think we're going to start to wrap around here just a little bit. And maybe not. Half the fun is just trying to get it dialed up, right, guys? If I have to, I got the VOR set.
Kansas Lee Mouse Flight 02 is midfield overfly. We'll land straight into the wind. We'll remain clear of the runway, sit in splendor.
All right, here we go. I feel like we're heading in the right direction. Does that count for anything? TD, does that count for anything, man? Maybe it's better if few people are watching this. This could be an exercise in futility in so many ways. Still have a couple miles to go here. And I mean, I guess it's possible that we're in that little drainage over there. I suppose. Yeah, I tell you what we'll do. We'll follow this little creek bed, and if we get to 10 and we don't see anything, there's like a this is looks like it's near some like old quarry or some kind of a construction site, so you can see not only the airstrip, but you can also see some vehicles, some construction vehicles. There is a possibility it's over there, I guess. And I guess there's a possibility that could be off our 9 o'clock as well. We're closing in on 10 miles, and I am not seeing anything in front of us here. So I'm thinking maybe two things. So number one, we'll spin this guy in. First things first, are we heading in the right direction? Oops. I don't think I have to sync that up. So let's trying to. Can I spin my course here? What's that spinning? Nothing. I think I may have screwed up. Mode sync. I want my course to spin. Yeah, there we go. Let me zoom back out so I don't crash. So I want my course to be approximately, we thought about 230 outbound. So where is that? Gosh, I can't see. I was kind of there, wasn't I? I was.
Buckacre, Viper Cup is coming around the bend from the north, about 1 mile out, going to overfly the airfield.
All right, 230. Yep. So I am a little bit too far to the left of where I need to be. So I'm going to spin back around here. I'm 11 miles out now, so I went past it about 1.5 miles. So we're going to come back this way. I think I was just one draw off. So let's come back this way, and let's see if we can maybe find it heading back down this next draw here. You would think at a certain point, I've been here 6 or 7 times, I'd start to figure out where places are, but yeah, that's not a given. I may have the field in sight though. Our wind was favoring a bit of a westerly approach, so we're going to actually be kind of on the downwind here. Let me just verify that this is indeed. I see something kind of, well, no, I thought I saw something white out there, but no. Okay, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're going to keep heading. Oh boy. We're lost in the first airfield. Oh, that's kind of indicating that that's where we're at. So perhaps I'm over there. Okay, let's turn it. Let's spin it. We're in the neighborhood. We're within 1.5 miles, and we're just about on the VOR. So we're close. We're close. And it is up on just like a little bit.
Helicopter Nano Kilo Bravo, flight of 2, departing VFR.
little bit of a bluff, kind of sitting up slightly.
East-northeast, climbing 2,000 feet AGL, hidden splendor.
All right, we're on it. We're on the VOR, so let's. We got to be getting close here. And there might be it. That might be our boy. That it? I kind of seems like I'm seeing some. Yep, that's it. I see a little building and an airstrip, and so yeah, we're on the downwind for sure. Nielsen Wash traffic, Porter 816 on the left downwind. We're gonna be landing back to the west, Nielsen Wash. All right, so let's take her up this draw just a little bit and get our speed under control. There we go. We will try not to lose sight of that bad boy, since we had a heck of a time finding it. Boy, and this is a nice long field too, with not a whole lot of not a whole lot of stuff to distract us. I don't know what that says. We're going notch of flaps.
Traffic, Viper Cub departing to the south.
Nielsen Wash traffic, Porter 816, left base to final, landing west, Nielsen Wash. We may be the only one over here. It seems like somebody early on.
Hidden splendor traffic, helicopter 9 Kilo Bravo, flight of 2, climbing through 500. Last call, hidden splendor, departing VFR to the east.
Somebody early on went this way, but they got here faster than us, and they may have went to Hidden Splendor. All right, there's the field. We're halfway decently rolled out, and there is the wind. Wind-ola. Ravioli, ravioli, give me the windioli. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're going to get on the ground, and we're going to do a little wind correction here, I think, guys. I think we are exceeding our maximum crosswind allowable, and so I think we'll go ahead and just see if we can get it on the ground here halfway decent and make some adjustments. All right. Baby it in here, baby it in here. Where are we at? Where are we at? There we go. All right, cut the power. And here's the problem. You get on the ground and the wind just absolutely takes over. There, we finally are able to, wow. Yeah, that's, so the landing itself, not that terrible, but the, we're gonna turn you off, Active Sky. But the problem was just on the ground handling is just going to be impossible. So the choice, you know, is basically, do you it's just I don't do this very often. I think there's like a, is there like a setting? Seems like there's a setting, a preset, yeah. So yeah, can we just set it as VFR? Would that be all right? Let's see what that does for us. We could just do clear, I guess. Yeah, that's all right. But anyway, the choice would be is you either wouldn't be flying in this, or you you go ahead and you just make the change, you know, in the sim and call it good. So we'll do that. I want to fly. I don't want to wait till tomorrow to fly. I can't wait till tomorrow morning. So we're just going to make the change. Taxi down here. Try to get out of the way. By the way, if you fly in here, you got to make sure that you check out the signs, because they do contain a bit of a word scramble. Trying to see, yep, this one has one of the clues there. All right. Nestled along the Fremont River. So that word along is important. That's what we need. Okay, let's taxi back here. I actually do have the runways noted. I just need to look at that. Let me stop here first and pull up that information. I forgot about that. I've got that noted.
Temple Mountain traffic, helicopter 9 Kilo Bravo, flight of 2, Bell 429 and Hughes 500, 5 nautical miles to the west, VFR at about
Happy Canyon, River Cove is 2 miles to the west.
We're going to go direct in for the, just going to land on the grass next to the runway. We'll remain clear of the runway center line, Temple Mountain.
Holy call. JPC. Hey, man, good to hear from you, my friend. Good to hear from you. I'm trying to find my information here so I can make a halfway decent call instead of just landing to the west. But I hope things are going good in your area. Your training, I hope it's going well, and we miss you, man. But happy you're back at it. All right, so this is. Oh, we don't have. So this is the one airstrip that doesn't actually have it because it's a defunct airstrip. So we're going to call it runway 24, and we're just going to call it. We're just going to roll with that. And Nielsen Wash traffic, Porter 816, back taxi 24. The other thing I might need to do, it's a little bit dark in this panel when I head a certain way. So I might turn some panel lights on here. Yeah, that's much better. Much more control over the tail here. And going to be a little bit more enjoyable. Probably not quite as entertaining for you guys, but it'll be more realistic for me to fly. All right, there we go. We're lined up. Let's take a peek and see if we can get some instrument lighting on. I think there's something over here. Yep, instrument lights can come on. I'm going to turn. Let's see. I did not turn. Put the landing lights on just so we have some. Yeah, we'll go white strobes just so we have some visibility here. All right, very good. Notch of flaps. So I had a notch of flaps in. So the next place we're going up to Hidden Splendor, and I'm going to estimate that's about a 295 outbound from Hanksville. So just again, we'll just set that right now. 295. And roughly 12 to 15 miles away from Hanksville. So we will see. All right. Nielsen Wash traffic, Porter 816, departing 24, right-hand pattern. Nielsen Wash. All right, let's do it. Let's see if this is a little bit better. Hopefully it will be. I keep forgetting to lock the tail wheel. Dang it. Okay, tail coming up. Oh, nope, not much better. All right, gotta work on that. Gotta get myself lined up better with the runway. All right, flaps coming up. And we're going to make a right-hand turn and head pretty well north. Pretty well north. There is this muddy creek that heads north that we can kind of follow. If we can pick it up. There's a little road also. There's the road. And there's kind of the little creek bottom. Yeah, good deal. Good deal. And then we're looking for, there's a notch in the wall up here that we'll see. It's actually it's right there coming up, and that's what we want to hit. We want to kind of shoot through that. We got to get a little bit of altitude for this bad boy though. 6,300 is kind of the level of that terrain. So we'll try to climb just a bit here, and in the meantime, TD, will you be over Macho Grande? Hey, Don Shop. How are you, man? Welcome to the Canyon Lands of Utah. Changed my livery back. Doggone it. I had a fancy custom livery made for you guys. Doity rat. Boy, is my stream choppy? It looks really choppy on my playback here. I'm not gonna look at that. It appears to be fine on my OBS. So hopefully it looks okay for you guys. Oh, it has a couple of skipped frames, I guess. So yeah, hopefully that'll clean itself up a little bit. TD says, yeah, a bit choppy. Darn it. 16% skipped frames is what I'm seeing here over the last 2 minutes. So that's not good. That's not good at all. Maybe I'm trying to do too much. I'm going to close down some things in my other window here. Maybe I'm just trying to eat up too much bandwidth. I'll shut down those things that take up space here. And all right. All right, looking for that little notch. A little bit of where the muddy creek cuts through the little bluff here. I think that's kind of it right there. That little notch. And yeah, this one again is kind of tricky because there's really only one way you can land, and the wind, at least what it was favoring a bit of a westerly departure out of Hanksville. Now I did change that, and I just clicked on VFR, so I don't know if that's made it totally 100% calm or not, but that's part of the challenge of this particular field is that you have to land a certain way regardless of the wind, and it's a very small and not a very forgiving airstrip as well. So here we go. This will be one of the tougher ones, and we'll see how we do. All right, we're climbing up here. 7,000. Wait a second. What are we doing? 7,500. That's probably plenty. We needed 63, I think, to make it over the top. So we don't want to go crazy with altitude here, but we do want to get up and over. And okay, I think this is our spot. I think this is our little muddy river channel that kind of cuts through. Right on the other side of this will be Hidden Splendor.
Temple Mounted traffic. A flight of 2 helicopters is departing to the south. Temple Mountain traffic.
That's where we're going. That's over there, just a little bit off our 3 o'clock. That's probably one of the harder ones to find, just because it's like very, very, like it really blends in. It's a brown strip on brown dirt, and there's not a lot around it. There is a little Temple Mountain that's kind of in the neighborhood, but it's not right there. And so that one I do know is one of the tougher ones to locate, but there is a little highway that it's next to, and so that's
Wait,
that
is
helps.
this green wavy thing supposed to be the runway?
Green wavy thing. None of the runways are green and wavy, no. All right. Well, I'm curious to see how Rob's Reality Expansion Pack enhanced Cessna 170 tailed prop strike. I wonder how that all is working. That's a pretty cool deal. And hey, thanks for the bits, JPC. Appreciate it, man. All right, so over the top we go. And to lose a little bit of altitude here, obviously, but 40 looks like 4,800. So yeah, a couple thousand to lose, almost, and looking to pick up the airfields kind of right under our nose, so it's tough to see. But I don't know if you can see it. I'm picking it up here. Hidden Splendor traffic, Porter 816. We are 2 miles to the east. We're going to be entering a left-hand pattern. Hidden Splendor. And this will be Hidden Splendor is what will we be runway looks like runway 35 for us. Okay. So it's right down there. There it is. We're kind of right over the top of it. So we're going to fly outbound here. Almost make like a little procedure turn. Try to get it slowed down. And then see what happens. What do we do here? 5 by 5. All right. I think we're looking at, again, we kind of want an approach speed like about 75 or so. Hidden Splendor traffic, Porter 816 turning final, runway 35, Hidden Splendor. If I remember correctly, so we'll try to, all right, like right now, we're a little slow. Let's get the speed up ever so slightly. There's our strip. We're a little high, but that's by necessity. As you can see, there's some terrain on this side that you kind of have to duck in, almost St. Bart's style, nose over the top of those babies. Now I'm a bit fast, so I got to find the point in the middle here. Now I know you can go beta here and slow yourself down on approach. I don't really like that because I'm not good at all at doing that. But this is a go around if you're not just right on the money. It looks like we're okay here.
Hanksville traffic, 95 departure, taxi into runway 9, Hanksville traffic.
Well, we're down late, but we can go beta. We can put the brakes on. 226. That's not going to be too bad. Now, the other thing about this is you obviously don't probably want to depart this direction.
So we'll be overflying midfield at about 5,500 feet, crossing to the south, Hanksville traffic.
So we'll take a peek here. Not take a peek. We'll get up here to the edge, I should say, do a turnaround, and then let's see if we can do a better job of departing. We have not had a good departure yet. Part of the issue is we keep forgetting to lock the tail wheel. So that's we're going to change that. Let's get lined up. Let's make sure everything's lined up. There we go. And I think I have a view set. Yeah, there we go. Lock the tail wheel. All right. Let's just go through some checks here. I have forgotten, there's my trim. Let's get the trim set for takeoff. Right there at about 0, should be fine. And then we're going to set a notch of flaps. All right, now, my friends, we're ready.
November 8, selling Alpha, flight up to 5,200 feet, 2 miles to the north.
We'll get on our booster seat, and we'll take a look here. We're going to Temple Mountain, which is almost due north of Hanksville VOR, so we'll spin that guy around as well. And we honestly didn't even use the VOR this last time, so it's just good to have it, like I say, as a backup. And yeah, somewhere kind of in there, I think will be good. Again, about 15 miles out, that is about what we are here, so that'll be good. Hidden Splendor traffic, Porter 816 departing runway 35. So we actually landed, I made the wrong call, we actually landed south. Yeah, that wasn't good. That was not good at all. All right, let's do it.
Hanksville traffic, helicopter flight of 2, crossing Midfield now, 5,200.
Much better, much better.
Southeast,
Yeah, much better.
heading 120.
There we go. Up and away. We're going to make a right-hand turn, and we're going to cross back over those hills. We're got to get back on that east side. And as you're going to see here in just a second, we've got some climbing to do, but that's not a problem for this plane. This bird knows how to do that. In fact, we can just go right here, just kind of aim right at it. Climb, that's like the climb speed is about 70, and so we're maybe a little on the slow side, but I mean, that's just to go from there to there. That's pretty awesome.
Taking off runway 9er, left traffic.
That is pretty awesome. We'll head back out here. We'll look for. There's that same road that we saw out of Nielsen Wash. That road basically takes us all the way to Temple Mountain. And so if we can find that road again, we should be able to find Temple Mountain. And I'm generally tracking to the north. Right now I'm heading a bit further east just to kind of get back, like I say, on the right side of the ridge line here, but Temple Mountain is right up this way, and you'll be able to see it here in just a bit. It's that, I don't know this for a fact, but I think it's that lone little bluff sitting there at about our 11 o'clock. I think it's that guy right there. I think that's Temple Mountain.
Hanksville traffic, 35 Foxtrot, left cross on runway 9er, Hanksville traffic.
All right, got a little Mooney action. We got, I think, about 4 or 5 helicopters. There's at least one Kodiak. Rob's in the 170. I'm in the PC6. Generally speaking, we have at least one Douglas C-47. And we have an inbound 757. So all the way around, quite a diverse and eclectic group. Should be fun. I don't know how many we have here. 2, 3, 4. It's kind of hard to get a head count, but I'm guessing 10 or 11 guys that I've heard so far. So that's cool.
Hanksville traffic, 35 Foxtrot, left down on runway 9er, Hanksville traffic.
Especially for an event that we've done already, and this is kind of coming back and doing a little reboot. So that's pretty darn awesome. We've actually, many of us have returned to the site of the events that we've done after the fact and just done some more exploring and looking around, because there just are some awesome areas. And there's a couple in my mind that are ones for sure that I need to go back and take a look at. The first one is the San Juan Islands. And I'm going back to that one just simply because I didn't have a chance to hit it the first time. So I am bummed out about that. I want to make sure that I get myself out there. And I've seen a lot of streamers that have been out there, but I haven't got out there myself. Excuse me. So that's one area. And then another area that we went back out to was out there near Roanoke, Virginia, and that was a fun day. We actually flew that route when we first did it, we went north to south, and then the second time when we went back and hit it again, we actually went south to north and flew it that way. So that was pretty awesome. But I know JPC, Jet Pilot Cinnamon, who's maybe still out there lurking. He's one of the ones that's done some of those reboots, some of those revisits, and so yeah. And then I know Slant Alpha has done some. He's actually making it a part of his regular stream. Don, yes, this is the airplane that you can do an approach in beta range. And I am not good at it at all. I'm not good at it because what happens
Hanksville traffic, 95 Foxtrot, left base, runway 9 Hanksville traffic.
it hits the brakes, man, and then you lose aerodynamics and you go down in a hurry. So there's guys that are pretty darn good at it, but I am not one of them. So I try to avoid that. Now I do try it a little bit, but only when I'm like way too high and way too fast. I'll slap it in beta just for a second to try to get back on the glide or get my speed under control. Yeah, JPC, that'll be fun, man. It's work happens, and I get it, man. So there's Temple Mountain, by the way, and at least what I'm calling Temple Mountain. And then there's a highway that runs. It might run up that direction here, but we're getting there. I don't know that we've hit the highway yet that runs.
Traffic, helicopter November 8, 7 Lima Alpha, flight of 2. We are inbound to land full stop at the airport. We'll report with the airport in sight.
I must have missed the turn already, so yep, there comes my VOR needle, so I need to turn back here. I think that road I just went over was the highway I was looking for. So the highway that I just passed over actually intersects with that highway that came out of Nielsen Wash, and they form a T, and it's basically right by that T that the
Foxtrot on final runway 9er touch and go.
well, we'll find that airfield. I think we're over here, guys. I think I need to kind of come this way a little bit more. So somebody up there's some traffic there. Very good. Temple Mountain traffic, Porter 816. We are about a mile west of the field. We're going to overfly at 6,000. Temple Mountain. Now I'm just guessing that I'm in the neighborhood. It's here somewhere. It may be up here a little bit more. Seem to remember that little rock formation as well. So the airstrip itself will be just right along the highway here at some point. And if this is not the right highway, then we'll just keep following this because it'll tee up and be pretty close to where we need to be. Man, my instrument lighting is not super good here. I wonder if there's another one I can turn on. Seems like there is. We'll wait till we get on the ground. I see anything yet? No, I'm not. There is some sagebrush. Oh, there we go. That might be our boy. Got some sagebrush here. And yep, sure enough, I'm kind of flying right now over the field. You can see it sort of defined by the sagebrush better than anything else. All right, so we're going to come around and we're going to fly left-hand pattern. And
traffic, 35 Foxtrot, left crosswind, exiting the pattern to the north, VFR to the north.
We're going to call this a north-south runway. Temple Mountain traffic, Porter 816. We're turning left crosswind, runway 36, Temple Mountain. Yeah, we'll call that 36. I'm going to have to climb a little bit here, which is okay. Gets me back to pattern altitude, gets my speed under control. And This is a one that's tough to keep track of, so let's not get too far. Temple Mountain, Porter 816, left downwind 36, Temple Mountain. Yeah, I think roughly north-south, that's probably a pretty good reference point here. Yep, there's the road. You can see the highway.
Angel traffic,
Definitely,
settling now, so flight of 2, Whitfield and Tower right
definitely
there.
can't really see
Near
the airstrip, though.
banner.
That's okay.
Angel traffic.
Temple Mountain, 95 Charlie, turning left downwind runway 36 behind the Porter.
All right, very good. Behind me. Behind me. Very cool, very cool. We'll go down this bend in the road and we'll call that our base, and hopefully we'll locate an airfield, because I just can't see it. I think it's right there. Yep. Go down this turn and we'll make it. All right, there we go. 70. How about 75 here? Porter, let's see if we can get the power setting a little bit better. Temple Mountain traffic, Porter 816, left base to final, runway 36, Temple Mountain. We're going to slide pretty much right into it, I think. Don't think we got too far away here. We'll get on the base. We'll take a look. Okay, it's right on that straightaway, roughly. Yep, right on that straightaway. It's going to be tricky to find, but then once we get there, you see it, and it's like, it always works out. Hard to find, but once you get down there, hard to miss. Okay. And I have done my fair share of go-arounds and second attempts and all that at this field, so I'm not too proud to do that. There we go. So I'm starting to see some sagebrush popping in, and we'll see how close I am to being lined up. Not even close. Let's come over this way a little bit more. I've got a notch of flaps. That's probably all I'm going to need. This is a nice long airstrip, as long as you can get lined up on it. And there we go. That's better. Yeah, just super super well camouflaged, guys, and that's just, when you look at it in real life, that's the deal. I mean, it is just well hidden. Uh, 100, and can I keep it on? There's Beta. Let's get off the runway here. Gosh darn it. That's the hard part of this plane. All right. Temple Mountain traffic, Porter 816. We're clear of the airstrip. Oh, geez, we're crashing through a plane. So that's the hard part for me, is you're on the roll. You have to look down. You have to slap that guy out of tail lock, wheel lock. Yeah, that's going to be a hard thing for me to do, guys. I'm just going to be honest with you right there. All right, let's get parked here. Oh, I forgot to look at the sorry guys, I forgot to look at the clue there at Hidden Splendor. Well, you're just going to have to come fly it for yourself, I guess. That was 100 there, JPC. I'm getting there. By the way, I did butter one in at 38 the other day in the Cessna 152, so I can finally say I have officially got a landing in below 50. I had never done that before. All right, so let's see. Can we turn these on a little bit? Does that help? Ah, there we go.
We're landing here in the grass. Just clear the runway. Shouldn't be a problem. 9 Papa Charlie, 10 miles traffic.
All right, cool. So we had a halo. Where is he?
Temple Mountain traffic. Mooney 5 Foxtrot Foxtrot. 3 nautical miles southeast of the field, crossing midfield at 6,500 Temple Mountain traffic.
All right. He's southeast, so he's kind of coming down from Hanksville area. So we need to. Well, it'll give us a chance to plot our course for the next spot here. Let's get our trim set. Trim looks pretty good. Get the nose down a little bit. Flaps. Let's pull the flaps up. And let's take a look at our sectional. This is the airstrip, by the way, that I screwed up. I made this custom strip, and it's up here somewhere. Actually, let me do this. I have the Hanksville package, and I have the original sectional. And so, yeah, Horseshoe Canyon, right by the 5217. All right. So right in there is where we're looking. It's literally a stone's throw from Mineral Canyon. So we're going to say about 065 for that bad boy. Let's go ahead and get that set. We'll let traffic come in here to Mineral. And we'll see if we can make our way out to Horseshoe Canyon. Now, there are a couple of things we can look for here. Let me pull that up while we're waiting for folks to come in. So we're here at Temple Mountain. We can follow this road, and it kind of takes us basically almost all the way there. So if I can get on this little highway here, there's a little hard right-hand 90-degree turn that you can see. But there's also the actual Temple Mountain is out here. No, I'm sorry, there's Temple Mountain. There's a little butte out here. And if we
crossing midfield at 6,200 VFR to the east, Temple Mountain traffic.
If we kick a field goal between this 5,000-foot peak and this 6,000-foot peak, that kind of takes us in the right direction as well. So one way or the other, that's where we're heading, kind of eastbound, almost exactly eastbound. All right, so there's our traffic. He's crossing, and I don't know if he's planning on landing or exactly what, but we're gonna get on our way here. Mining site is right next door. Yeah, there's some mining up in this neck of the woods. So we have to back taxi a little bit here, guys. Oh, don't scratch my Camaro. We could probably take the intersection departure, honestly. And traffic crossing over Temple Mountain. Are you inbound or just flying by?
Flying by, Mooney 5 Foxtrot.
Roger. Porter 816, we're going to be departing Temple Mountain southbound. Notch of flaps. We're just going to take the runway as it is. We're looking. I don't see anybody peeking out there. Nope, nobody there. And that will let us basically just get going. Let's get lined up best we can. We'll take a peek down here. We'll set the lock.
Temple Mountain traffic, Bell 569 Papa Charlie taking off from the grass. We're going to climb, maintain 67500. We're going to VFR departure to the east. 9 Papa Charlie, Temple Mountain traffic.
There we go. Boy, it's nice when the airflow helps you with that rudder. All right, here we go. So up and away. And we need to turn eastbound here. Temple Mountain traffic, Porter 816. We're south of the field. We're going to be making a left-hand turn, departing VFR eastbound, Temple Mountain. Let's make sure no one's out there. Helicopter is kind of in the area. Other traffic, I don't see anybody. So we can go ahead and make our turn and plot a general eastbound course. There's one of the high terrain things that we have to keep. We need to keep that to our right, and you'll see the other one here in just a second. It's, if I'm not mistaken, maybe not. Maybe, oh, well, I thought there was one up here. Kind of like a double bluff. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the double bluff. All right. Regardless, there's our highway. So we're also going to just stay on this highway. And we're going to estimate about how far here, boys and girls. Let me look at the sectional. And this one's going to be a little further out, isn't it? Probably a good 25 miles or so. So that's still the DME from Hanksville. And right now we're 13 miles to the north. So that should steadily climb and become, well, hopefully that'll get up to 25-ish miles here pretty soon. All right. Okay, so here's our road making a T. I'm seeing that on the sectional. We're going to follow this to the right, and it's going to head south for a little while. And then...
Hanksville traffic, Mooney 5, Foxtrot, 6 nautical miles north of the field, entering left out, runway 9, or Hanksville traffic.
All right, so we're staying in between. Yep, kind of have kicked the field goal between that high point right there off our 2 o'clock and this high point off our 11 o'clock. So we're heading in the right direction. Here's our highway. We're actually counting down on the DME, which is what should happen because we're going south. We're actually heading back towards Hanksville just a little bit for just a moment. Unless I'm on the wrong road. What am I heading here? I'm heading, I'm on the wrong road, guys. I'm on the wrong road. I took the wrong fork in the road. Okay, we're going to head back eastbound. And I'll show you what I did here in just a second. I've actually done this before. So we'll just get back on our eastbound track. And we'll re-intercept the correct road here. All right, it's not quite eastbound, but it'll get us in the right direction here. So here's what I did. So we came out of Temple Mountain, followed this. We ran into this T, and I took this road that was heading back directly to Hanksville instead of this guy that was coming off a little bit more to the east. So that's the script. So I'm just heading back towards this guy here, and I should intersect this road again at some point in time.
Mooney 5, Foxtrot, entering left downwind, runway 9, Hanksville traffic.
That guy's getting himself some serious pattern work there, isn't he? That's cool. Agent Bravo 7, hello. And Downwind Sim checking in. Caution, wake turb. Oh man, I got to turn your stream back on. I had to turn it off for just a second, Diana, because I was having some major bandwidth issues. But did you make it? Are you down on the ground or are you inbound? That's a great idea, by the way. Dandy and sweet. I appreciate you clicking on that white heart and following along. Welcome to Prop Culture. Good to have you. And welcome to Hanksville, Utah. Looks like, okay, I'm tuning in. Oh, you're watching me. I'm watching you. You're watching me, watching you, watching me. Very nice. But Agent Bravo 7, for those of you that don't know, she's bringing her 757 into she's bringing it into Hanksville on the 4,500 foot runway. And I can't wait to go back and watch that. If I missed it already, I apologize. I'm going to go back and definitely watch that. Fabio Mealy. Thanks for the follow, Fabio. Welcome to Prop Culture. So, yeah, anyway, I just, like I said, I wanted to say that's a great idea. We have a lot of guys that will fly in and like join us at the event. But we have never had a 757 come in and join us at an event. So leave it to Agent Bravo 7 to come up with a completely unique spin on what we do here on the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In Series. Pretty dang awesome. All right, well, I'm now totally lost because I'm trying to watch Agent Bravo 7 stream at the same time. So I'm just going to keep going until I pick up this VOR, and I'm going to try to track outbound here. We've got
Hanksville traffic, Mooney 5 Foxtrot on final runway 9, touch and go, Hanksville traffic.
We've totally lost sight of our road that we're following. Our last solid visual reference, that little terrain feature is behind us now, and so yeah, we're just going to follow along here until we pick up this VOR. So anyway, I know roughly where we're at, but okay. So everybody that popped over, even if it was just for a minute, from Agent Bravo 7's stream, I appreciate it, and look forward to hearing all the stories that she has to tell about bringing her 757.
Canyon traffic, Piper Cub is 5 miles to the east and bound full stop.
She's got a little bit of a history of bringing in planes to spaces that perhaps they aren't necessarily designed for, by the way. And I think one of the very first streams that I actually watched of hers, she was landing the TBM 900 at Ryan Field in Montana, and actually greased it pretty nicely. So it was at that point that I told myself, okay, I need to pay attention to this lady. She kind of knows what she's doing and has a unique spin on things. So, all right, we're on the radial now. And again, that doesn't necessarily guarantee us a whole heck of a lot, but at least it gives us a fighting shot at getting where we need to get. By the way, I'm going to check over on at Slant Alpha's channel. It looks like he has made his way to... Looks like he might be at Angel Point.
Some traffic, Mooney 5 Foxtrot entering left cross from runway 9, exiting the pattern VFR to the south, Hanksville traffic.
So he's doing well. Hopefully he's not beating up that reality expansion pack. All right, there's our road, I think. Okay. So if you download this scenery pack, by the way, I'm gonna hold off doing it because I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna fix the sectional. What was that? All right, I think we've picked up our road again that we initially were wanting to follow.
Anyway, landing at Hanksville traffic, wind has died down quite a bit, so landing should be a breeze.
No pun intended. No pun intended.
Yes, sir.
And Mineral Canyon, Piper Cub is going to enter a right downwind for landing to the east.
Ah, so there's one of our new additional strips. That's in the Hanksville extension. So that has Mineral Canyon and Caveman Ranch. Okay, I need to turn off my little notification because we are most definitely not listening to my 90s playlist right now. So sorry about that if you guys are wondering what the heck that is all about. I will turn that on from time to time if we happen to be doing a bonus stream and we just put a little bit of music on, but that's not what we're doing today. All right, so there is, again, I'm kind of wanting to keep that road. I guess I don't need to follow that road right down the center, but that guy is taking us where we need to go. Eventually, this road is going to...
Traffic, Mini 5 Foxtrot crossing the field at 6,000 via part to the south. Traffic.
It's going to cross our nose and head to the north, and at that point in time, we know
Piper Cub is short final landing to
we're
the
getting pretty close. We can see actually the canyon coming up here, and Horseshoe Canyon is just on the other side. It's on the eastern side of that canyon. Let's see, the elevation 5290. So we're at 7,000. We're just about right in case we wanted to do a little midfield flyover. If we don't locate it on our first swing through, which we've been known to do. Although the last two we've done okay with. So, 3 down, 6 to go. And then we just have to see if we end up back there in time to watch Agent Bravo 7 with her with that big sports car of an airplane. Isn't that what 757 Spy? Isn't that what Dave calls it? The sports car of the skies. All right, there's 22 miles, by the way, so we were estimating about 25, so I think we're in the neighborhood. And again, I know from past experience it's on the other side of the canyon there, and should see the road. I think there's our road heading to the north, so yeah, we're right here in the neighborhood. Probably could make a call.
Mineral Canyon traffic. Piper Cub is departing the area to the north. Thank God.
I didn't think it was that bad. All right. Horseshoe Canyon, Porter 816, 3 miles to the west, inbound at 7,000. All right. We're looking at Horseshoe Canyon is 1.8 and 3.6, so north and south. So I think we're going to land to the north if we can find it. Let's pull the speed back a little bit here, huh? We've been kind of running wide open on that leg. Hopefully we didn't do any damage. We'll get her down to about 65. I don't want to get too low because then I have a hard time seeing it. And north-south, so we're kind of almost on like a little bit of a 45 here. Yep, so it's a little bit more than 25 miles, I guess. But let's keep our eyes peeled. We're right on the needle, so I know we're going to be able to see it here. Oops. All right, there's 6,000. We're actually a little below pattern altitude right now, so let's level right there, and let's just keep trekking here down the side and see what we can see.
Mineral Canyon traffic. Bell 569 Pop Charlie is approximately 7 miles west of the airfield, descending through 6,000 for 5,000. Looking for a full stop landing. 9 Pop Charlie, Mineral Canyon.
All right, I'm seeing some sagebrush. I'm seeing some aircraft. Okay, yep, we're going to overfly. Looks like we're going to be making a right-hand pattern here. Horseshoe Canyon, Porter 816, overflying the field. entering right-hand pattern, runway 36.
Horseshoe Canyon traffic, Piper Cub is inbound about 4 miles to the northeast.
Okay, so he's coming off our left here. So we'll be talking to him. Horseshoe Canyon, Porter 816, right, downwind, runway 36, Horseshoe Canyon. Keep that little Devil's Tower looking guy in your memory bank. He becomes important here later on. All right, so we're on the downwind. We are a little bit low, honestly. And of course we've lost sight of the field, but we know what's over there. Whoa, hey, easy, easy, easy. We'll just go this way a little bit. Extend our downwind. That way the Cub can kind of make his own mind up about which way he wants to land. Horseshoe Canyon, Porter 816, right, base, runway 36, Horseshoe Canyon. So let's see if we can pick up this airstrip here on the base. Hopefully we've went far enough. Okay, there's our base. And here, airstrip, airstrip, airstrip. There's a notch of flaps. Love to be more like 70-ish. I think we're right over there, guys. Yep, I think we are going to be fine.
I am not a Coast Guard chopper.
All right.
I'm red and black.
Now we're too high. Second notch coming in. Horseshoe Canyon, Porter 816, turning final, runway 36. All right.
For the 206.
Let's use the Discord.
Yeah, I see it when I pull up my map. I see you just passed under me.
Whoa. Whoa. Where did that go? I've totally lost my field. Am I that far? Did I really shoot it down that far? Whoa. I'm totally lost now.
Horseshoe Canyon, Piper Cub is right downwind for landing, I guess, to the north.
I think I missed my pattern. Yeah, Horseshoe Canyon, Porter 816, we've kind of lost our field. So we're gonna be departing to the north and back in the right-hand pattern. Gosh dang, there it is. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Horseshoe Canyon, Piper Cub is turning right base for landing to the north. I have the Porter in sight.
And Horseshoe Canyon, Porter 816, we're going to be crossing midfield on a right crosswind back in the pattern for runway 36. And do we have the approaching traffic? Not per se. All right, well, that's the way she goes in the Canyonlands sometimes, boys and girls. But we know that the Cub's in behind us, and so we're good to go. Horseshoe Canyon, Porter 816, right downwind 36, Horseshoe Canyon. Now, maybe we're a little closer this time. We will actually see where we're at. And what we had done there is we just extended our base way too far. But again, man, that's tough to see. Wow, that's tough to see. Okay. That is...
Horseshoe Canyon, Piper Cub is base to final.
Okay, so we're going to have to keep going here because...
Mineral Canyon, 9 Pop Charlie,
we
turning,
don't want to...
final runway 33.
Don't want to cut him off. He's over there somewhere. All right, so we'll just extend our downwind here until we.
Horseshoe Canyon Piper Cub is short final, landing to the north.
All right, there we go.
Land in the grass next to the runway. 9 o'clock Charlie on Mineral Canyon.
Horseshoe Canyon, Porter 816, right base 36, Horseshoe Canyon. All right, well, let's see. Again, we're a little high, but I think we're just right there, guys. I think we're right there. Yep, that's us. Okay, let's drop some altitude. We may need to use that beta. Horseshoe Canyon, Porter 816, final runway 36, Horseshoe Canyon.
Horseshoe Canyon traffic, Piper Cub is clear the runway.
There's our beta. Slowing down. You can see how we slow down. Boy, you lose some altitude. But what I always have a hard time doing is getting kind of back stabilized. So this could be rough, guys. Wow, it's maybe not too bad. There's our airspeed is a little slow still. Not too bad. Should be about 70. We're a little slow yet, but that's okay. At 266. Ooh, and a bounce. And a bounce. And sliding to the right. Okay, let's see if I can do this a little bit more. No, that's just going to be bad all the way around. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but oh boy. Here's our, that should be a Piper Cub right there. Horseshoe Canyon traffic. Port 816, clear the runway. Oh boy, that was ugly. That was ugly. So just no gentle like
Horseshoe Canyon traffic, Piper Cub is taking the runway for departure to the north.
there's no easy way to do that, I guess, guys. But that's okay. I mean, we'll just keep practicing. So now, here is the next navigational challenge. We are going to go to Mineral Canyon. So again, if you remember right, we're right here by the 5217. We just need to hop into, well, we're on this side of the 5217. We just need to follow the river, the canyon here, just a little ways to our northeast, and we should see it. So yeah, we're just gonna roll with it in that regard and see what happens. This could be interesting. All right, sorry, I've been neglecting the chat a little bit. Let me see what's going on. Everything's legal within performance limits, Agent Bravo 7 says. 0210 Zulu arrival time, so that's coming right up, isn't it? About 45 minutes. Yeah, well, maybe we'll be back in time. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And Dandy and Sweet, oh yeah, she said thanks. Had to thank Agent Bravo 7 for shooting a couple more people my way. So yeah, definitely, guys, I appreciate that. And all right, so the Cub I think has already departed, and we can probably do the same thing. This is a long, and I mean long runway, so we could probably just hop right out here and depart to the north. Just from right where we're at. I think we'll do that. Let's see if we can traverse our way through. Oh, here's a good lane. Relatively low sagebrush. I'm sure the sagebrush is not good. Horseshoe Canyon traffic, Porter 816 will depart VFR to the north. All right, here we go. Trim set. Notch of flaps. Did not lock the tail wheel. I'm going to leave it unlocked just because it's ugly when I get on the ground. We're going to hold it for effect. Yeah, we're good. Boom. There's a few of these strips where it's like a major drop-off. It's really, really cool. This one's not bad, but there's a couple that are even more dramatic. All right, flaps up. We are just a hop, skip, and a jump over the hill here, down the canyon, around the horn. I think it's over here, honestly. I'm trying to pull up the sectional while we're chatting. But yeah, it can't be more than about 2 miles, so 2 or 3 miles. So for 29 and a half, it's going to be like within 32 or 33. Hanksville. Is Rob back at Hanksville already? Man. Okay. We're going to stay on. It's about the same VOR heading, too, so we're going to kind of just stay on this and buzz back over. This is down in a canyon, so it's like you come around the corner. It's one of those where you've got to, there's like not a straight approach. You have to kind of be carving in left or right. And so it's down here somewhere. I can tell you that. I'm hoping it's this corner right here. Do I see? Possible I see something? Nah, it's too early. No way, no way. Mineral Canyon traffic, Porter 816 inbound. We're at the canyon wall right now and heading east. I don't know if anybody else is down at Mineral Canyon yet or not. But this could be where we're at.
Mineral Canyon traffic, helicopter 9 Papa Charlie is taking off from the grass, eastern departure to Hidden Canyon. We're going to climb to 6,000, 9 Papa Charlie.
All right, there it is. There it is. Okay. Mineral Canyon traffic, Porter 816. We see the departing traffic. We're going to be making a left-hand pattern landing back to the northwest. So we're going to have to do this, guys. This is going to be beta time. Okay, get to flaps range. 1 notch is down. Don't crash into the head wall. Let's get on glide here. We're way too high. Let's lose some altitude. Okay, let's get a feel. All right. Mineral Canyon, Porter 816, short final, landing northwest. Is that right? Is that right? I don't even know if that's right. We're just making a call. There we go. We have the Airbus in sight. I thought I took that out as being my default plane. Whoa. Hold the nose, hold the nose, hold the nose. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't panic. You're good. You're good. Long way to go. Yeah, that was our first sketchy one. Now we're sliding off. Ah, rats. Yeah, that was our first bad one, guys. 536. Not good. Not good at all. At Mineral Canyon, Porter 816, clear the field. Clear the runway. Okay, well, they can't all be butter, I guess. They can't all be butter.
9 Papa Charlie, clear the field.
So that was a different, I guess, that's a different plane that we're sitting here. So that's, unfortunately, in my CSL, if you see an Airbus, that's because they have an aircraft that my CSL folder doesn't identify. So it's not that there really is an Airbus down here. It's just that I don't have an updated CSL. So, yeah, that's kind of the way it goes. But we're going to call that, well...
Mineral Canyon, North American 1, taking off, north departure.
All right, that's probably who's sitting right there. We'll let him do his thing. He's departing to the north. Which way are we facing? Yeah, so he'll go down and depart the same way we kind of landed. Hopefully he'll have a little better luck. In the meantime, let's configure ourselves here. Trim looks good. Flaps are set to take off. We will be going from Mineral Canyon essentially eastbound to Caveman Ranch, and it looks like this blue line is a 072. So that, a little less than that, about 070. And good Lord, if this is, what is this distance-wise? 33, almost 34 miles. That's got to be another at least 15 miles. So, yeah, we'll plan around about 50 miles away. That'll be the farthest we get away from Hanksville today. So that'll be okay. Let's do 070. Whoops. Outbound. Yep, that looks good. He's on the taxi, I'm assuming. Maybe he's gone already. Some of those little cubs, man, they can really go. Mineral Canyon traffic, Porter 816. We're going to back taxi for departure northbound. All right, let me peek over the nose. I think there was a little sign there that said "Welcome to Mineral Canyon." That's all you get here. This isn't part of the word jumble challenge. It's just this is actually, it was a part of another series that I do called Nowhere Fast. And so in one episode of Nowhere Fast, we traveled to Hanksville, and then we did the
Horseshoe Canyon traffic, 905 Charlie, approximately a mile from the airfield. We are currently heading in from the north. Going to park to the right of the runway on the grass, shouldn't interfere with traffic. 905 Charlie currently at 5300.
So we did the Bush League event after we flew into Hanksville, and then for the next episode of Nowhere Fast, we departed Hanksville and we hit Mineral Canyon, and this next one we're going to, which is called Caveman Ranch. And so it's kind of a little bit of a combined sort of crossover effort, I guess, and it was a lot of fun. Did I see some lights up there? Yes, I do. All right, so here comes somebody. Might be a helicopter. All right. Mineral Canyon traffic. Porter 816 departing runway 3. Oh gosh, I guess 30. Northbound VFR. All right, we're going to keep our peaking up here, and we're going to just try to see if we can. Felt like there was a little bit of wind or something because we really got kind of sideways here. There we go. All right, we're up and at 'em. This thing, man, I tell you what, it really gets up. It gets up like a Super Cub. You don't realize it's hauling like 8 people, 10 people. Mineral Canyon traffic, Porter 816. We're going to be climbing out over the wall, heading eastbound, Mineral Canyon. And make sure no one's over there. Oh, there is traffic over there, so let's not run into the traffic. At Mineral Canyon, we see the helicopter traffic there over the top of the wall. I think we'll be.
Traffic is northbound, Mineral Canyon.
All right. All right, good deal. Maybe that wasn't a helicopter. Maybe that was a Piper Cub just flying 20 miles an hour like they can do. At Mineral Canyon traffic, the Porter is behind you eastbound. No conflict. All right.
Horseshoe Canyon traffic, 905 Charlie, taking off from the grass, vertical ascent.
About 6,000 again here, I think. Caveman Ranch is down at 3940. So we want to make sure we don't need to get too crazy up in the stratosphere here. Titanium Druid is calling it an early evening. All right, my man. Thanks for hanging out. as always, great to see you. I hope you have a good evening. Sleep well, my friend. And we'll see you on the next one. I'll be back on Wednesday, by the way. I'm not doing a Tuesday, Thursday schedule this week just because of the two events that were going on. This Monday event, and then there's a GA event up in Boston Virtual on Wednesday. So I'll be back on Wednesday, buddy. Take her easy, man. Why am I still getting a notification about the oldies from my 90s playlist? Disregard that. If you're here wondering what the heck's going on, that is not a thing. Let's see if I can. I thought I turned that off. I did turn that off. All right, well, I don't know. It's still popping up. Hopefully it'll not happen anymore, but that's the way it goes. All right, so the nice thing about Caveman Ranch.
Caveman Ranch traffic, helicopter 9 Kilo Bravo, flight of 2, Bell 429 to Hughes 500, 10 nautical miles to the southwest, flying in over the Colorado River. We're going to go direct into the patch of grass next to the airfield. Caveman Ranch.
All right, so they're kind of on a similar heading as we are, and they're maybe a little further out in front of us, but there's some really weird blue colored evaporation ponds that are just to the, I guess, just to the west of the field that are a pretty good visual. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. So there's Caveman Ranch, and these are the big evaporation ponds. So we should see when we get there, and here's this road. You can see that at 12 o'clock. There's a little road also, but when we hit the Colorado River, we either have to go north or south, and so this is a fairly straightforward one to find. Now I say that, and of course that could really jinx me, but that's this one tends to be one that's not too bad in terms of location. Must not have my flaps up. I'm still, there we go. Flaps coming up. Now we're getting some airspeed. I mean, we're not fast, but we're not like 80 knots slow. All right. Everything's been running pretty good here. I'm pushing it maybe a little bit. I'm up there close to the top on both my prop RPM and my turbine temps, but torque pressure is good and everything's within limits. That's percent RPM. I could bring that back a little bit. Okay. I don't need to get crazy here. It might end up. Oh, I need to get. If I'm gonna take some pictures, I need to get in my livery. I don't think I can do that while I'm flying. See, I should have a painted livery. All right, I'm gonna wait till I get on the ground. I've made a custom November 11816 livery, and I wanna show you guys what that looks like. All right, needles coming in, and we're gonna hop over the top of this little head wall, and ooh, I might see already. Is that a... Nope, that's just a canyon wall there. But it's these evaporation ponds, like I say, they're a turquoise, like a really brilliant kind of turquoise blue. I have no idea what they're for. Mining, I'm assuming, some kind of mining, but I don't know. There's the Colorado River. So we will. We're getting to be in the right neck of the woods here.
Traffic, helicopter 9 Kilo Bravo, flight of 2, 3 nautical miles to the south of field, coming in on the Colorado, and we'll just go direct to the grass patch next to the runway.
All right, so they're coming in from my right. Caveman Ranch, Porter 816. We're about I'd say about 8 miles to the west. We'll be looking for the helicopter traffic. I'm getting a text. All kinds of stuff happening right now. What's going on? Ah, very good. Uh-oh. All right, here we go. Am I seeing? I think those are the evaporation ponds right over there. So we will be basically right around that corner, I think is where we need to be, but we got to get our eyes on because the helicopters are coming in from the south up the river here. I do not see them yet. Caveman Ranch traffic, Porter 816. We're on the Colorado and we're turning northbound towards the field.
Caveman Ranch traffic, helicopter 9 Kilo Bravo flight of 2. We are just circling midfield. And,
all right.
Short final.
All right, so they're there already. Okay, that's cool. So we're just going to follow up here and we should, just around the corner, should be where we need to be. We've been landing. We're heading back to the north here, and we're kind of heading to the east actually. Caveman Ranch is 07 and 25, so we're actually coming in. We should land back to the west, really truly. So we're kind of on a downwind right now. We'll stay on this side of the river, and the airfield will be on the other side. We're basically going to be entering in a left-hand pattern here. Yep. It's got to be up here just a little ways. And what did we say altitude was? Altitude at Caveman is 3940. Yeah, so we're basically at pattern altitude right now. If we can just locate the field, we'll be in business. And locate the helicopter traffic. Nope, no sign at Caveman. All right, where are we?
I couldn't find one.
All right. Well. Maybe I'm a little further south than I thought I was. There are the evaporation ponds, so we'll just keep.
Caveman Ranch traffic, Porter on approach. Good luck.
Appreciate that. All right, there we go. I see Caveman Ranch traffic, Porter 816. We're on the left downwind. We're going to be landing back to the west, 27 or 25, whatever it is. Yeah, this is a little bit of a booger because you have to navigate. You can see where the helicopter traffic is. You have to kind of come down the river.
North American 1, 3 miles to the north for landing.
All right, so he's actually coming in. Yeah, he'll be right behind us here. All right. We'll toss in a notch of flaps. We've got to stay up a little bit because of terrain. And
Caveman Ranch 95 Charlie coming in over top of these big blue porta potties. landing in the grass, traffic shouldn't be a problem. 9 Papa Charlie.
All right, we're going to be just as slow as we can, and we're going to try to. I mean, you can see the base to final is the issue. So we're going to take it as far as we can up here, and then bring it in.
Cape Man Ranch traffic, North American 1, over the river, number 2.
Caveman Ranch traffic, Porter 816. We see the traffic inbound. We're turning base to final, runway 25, Caveman Ranch. All right, here we go. We got to dive a little bit. We got to get on the somehow on final. All right, that's not the worst rollout I've had at this airstrip. And we got to get it slowed down a little bit. Flaps are full. Speed looks pretty good, actually. Now let's just see what happens here, guys. Can we finish it? $176. I protest that.
Cape Man Ranch, 9 Papa Charlie. We see traffic coming in from the west.
We'll get out of the way here. Caveman Ranch, Porter 816. We're clear of the field. I don't know if this is a parking spot or not, but we just wanted to get out of the way. There he is. Oh, there's a house. Ooh, okay. Yeah, we're good. That's actually not a bad spot. Oh man, right around the right around the helicopter apparently. Yeah. Didn't see him. As you can see, you just have diddly squat for visibility when you're in this plane. And I mean, I'm sitting up. There's the seat. So like my head view is up a little higher than maybe what I normally would be, but oh well. It's all part of the experience, honey. All right, guys. Well, we are as far east as we need to go. And we can start heading back either toward Hanksville or we can go up and land at Canyonlands City or Canyonlands airstrip. I think we're going to head back towards Hanksville. I actually want to be there for Agent Bravo 7. I want to see that big 747 land. So what I'm going to do is depart Caveman, and we're going to follow the river down here to the southwest. And this here is the Dirty Devil River, and it's like a pretty good canyon itself. We'll see the airstrip called Height. I've not modeled that. It's going to have to be modeled at some point because it's hazardous and it looks really cool. But we'll go down there and then we'll try to find our way up here to below Buckacre. We're going to estimate that bad boy is off here at about a 125 or so. Visibility, schmizzability. Oh man, downwind that there's no way that was 126, man. That was a Teflon coated silky smooth landing. Now we'll take it. After my last one, we will take it. What'd I say, 125? The other thing that we're going to have to battle, maybe more than anything, is just daylight. So we may only get one more. Strip in, and it might just be getting too dark. We may have to head back. All right, we still have plenty of fuel. That's good. But all right, so we need to get going here. Caveman traffic, Porter 816. We're going to back taxi for departure to the west. All right, bring the flaps back up. Our trim is okay. Booster seat engaged, activated. So I can see over the nose. We're going to go past. This is Downwind Sim. This is where that really cool ranch house actually is that has the Caveman Ranch rock that's painted up, and that's a poor replica of it, but it's until I have a chance to model that mansion, that's the best I can do. Disregard the brush that I'm taxiing through. What's a little bit of Mr. X sagebrush among friends, right?
Cape May Ranch traffic, helicopter 9 Kilo Bravo, departing present position to the northwest, climbing 1000 AGL. Cape May Ranch.
Okay, let's get it turned around. Let's ground loop. Oh, we'll go ahead and just do like a full 180, 360. That was nice. That was nice. That was Sim Caesar would have been proud of that donut. Okay, let's turn around here again. And yeah, so downwind, we still have some work to do. You've got some teaching to do, and I have some work to do, I guess, is really what it boils down to. All right, so we're lined up, and what are we going to call this? What are we calling this? Runway.
Hitman traffic has all the
Oh
traffic
gosh.
in sight. 9 Papa Charlie, just going to follow the 9 Kilo Bravo helicopter.
Yeah. Caveman Ranch traffic. Apologize. Porter 816. We're lined up to depart runway 19er, and we'll be following the river VFR. Yeah, that was bad directions on my part. Here we go. We've got some sort of aircraft parked on the side there. He's out probably fishing or something. All right, nose is or tail's up. We have rudder control, and we're flying. There we go. Flaps coming up. And yeah, let's get up here. Let's get up here above.
North American 1 departing straight out, north departure.
Let's get up here above the walls of the canyon and see how much light we have. We have officially 3 more airstrips that we could land at. We've got below Buckacre, we have Happy Canyon, and we have Angel Point before we get back to Hanksville. The problem with all 3 of these, as you probably have guessed, is they are not lighted fields. Unless somebody puts a campfire out there, we're not going to be able to find them. And so I guess we're going to get up here, and we may not even get below Buckacre. We may just have to head back to Hanksville and call it good. But that's okay too. I mean, we basically were able to find 6 of the 9, and I would say make 5 out of the 6 landings were pretty good. So that's at the end of the day, I can accept that. But in the meantime, we're not going to give up just yet. I actually think we may have enough time for at least 1 more field here. Now, below Buckacre is another tough strip to find, and it's another tough strip to land on. So there's that. Happy Canyon is actually marked on the sectional.
Canyon traffic, helicopter 9 Kilo Bravo, 10 nautical miles to the east at 7,000 VFR. We're inbound direct for the grassy patch next to the runway. Mineral Canyon.
So we might actually be able to maybe even have a little GPS help. Gasp. No, we wouldn't do that. We'll set a VOR and we'll get a little bit of a feel for where we're heading, but we won't worry about using no stinking GPS. In fact, I ought to set over here just so you guys don't think I'm cheating. Set the flight plan page up. All right. Well, we're on, I think, the Colorado River. It does do a little bit of a westerly loop here, so that's kind of where we're headed. Actually, a little bit to the northwest. Yeah, so we're on we're on the right spot. We're actually heading back almost direct towards Mineral Canyon and Horseshoe Canyon right now, honestly. Below Buckacre, if we find it, it's 4,500 feet. And kind of our terrain as we're zipping down this direction is 6,000 feet or better. So we can scud run it. Oh, I forgot. I was going to... Do I dare? Will this crash me? This is going to crash me, isn't it? Come on, baby. Ooh, we might be okay. We might be okay. We might be okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Screenshot time. How beautiful is that little custom livery? Come on now. Give it up. Give it up for my painting skills. No, that's one of the cool things about the Thoranda stuff is that they let you do that. They have like a built-in sort of livery maker deal, and yeah, pretty easy to do. Kind of fun. Put your own number in there, and I even think like the Kodiak. I don't see it on the Porter, but the Kodiak even puts a little data tag in there with your N number or whatever your number is.
Mineral Ranch traffic, helicopter 9 Kilo Bravo, 3 nautical miles to the east, 6,000. We're just going to come in direct for the grassy patch east of the runway. We'll remain clear of the runway center line. Mineral Canyon.
Mineral Canyon traffic, Niner Papa Charlie is Bell helicopter right behind Niner Kilo Bravo, following his path. Niner Papa Charlie, Mineral Canyon.
All right, so we're just going to kind of, like I say, meander down here along the Colorado River and try to pick up the Dirty Devil River Canyon, which heads us back up to the northeast. The Dirty Devil River, once we find that, it'll actually take us all the way back to Hanksville if we need it to. Oh, I'm hearing the junior first officer maybe making an appearance here. He happens to really like the Porter because the Porter has one of the more spectacular crash sequences in X-Plane, so he likes that. That's his big thing right now is, shall we say, forced landings. But he flies it pretty straight and level for a 3-year-old for a while, and then he's kind of gets bored, and then he likes to enter a little spiral and and yeah, and he always seems surprised when he crashes. Good times. Am I aware of the FPS? Is it a streaming problem, Antonio? Oh boy, we are having some major issues. Yeah, no, I was not aware of that. I'm so sorry, man. Yikes. Wow, I don't know what happened there, but let me make some modifications here. Yeah, it's showing that I had lost 84% of my frames. Holy cow. That's awful. Thanks for the heads up. So, yeah, I have some things running in the background that I think are conflicting a little bit with my bandwidth. And so I've shut those off, and I'm hoping that that helps. You'll have to let me know. But yeah, that's frustrating because I have good internet, but sometimes some of these tools can negate that. I have a pretty good pretty good high speed internet here where I live. But yeah, OBS, sometimes OBS too gets a little bit funky. I don't know. I don't know enough about it, I guess. Good fixins. If I didn't say hello before, hello. I'm flying the Pilatus PC-6 and having a heck of a lot of fun out here in the canyonlands of Utah. Oh, I guess Downwind Sim already let you know that, but sorry, I'm a little slow tonight.
Short final east, approximately 400 feet above ground, descending rather rapidly. Landing in the grass east of the runway, 9 Papa Charlie.
All right, I'm kind of roughly, loosely following the Colorado River, and just, you know, we're going to pick it up one way or another. We're going to pick up this VOR, or we're going to pick up the Dirty Devil River Canyon and head into below Buckacre. As you see, the main issue tonight has to do with the time of day, and we're really running out of daylight here. We've actually been semi-efficient. We haven't wandered around a whole heck of a lot. Hey, them's my shoes. Good evening, sir. Glad you could stop in. It's been called the choppiest stream on Twitch. And I'm living up to my name tonight because I am having skipped and dropped frames all over the place. But I've got a few diehards that are sticking with me. They're kind of like, it's like a NASCAR race. They're just hoping for the terrible crash. But I keep trying to peek over and I'm going to blame Diana. I keep trying to peek at her stream to see if she's getting close. She may already be down on the ground. I think she was scheduled to land about 5 minutes ago. But so I'll have to watch. I'll have to go on the VOD and watch her 757 into Hanksville.
Helicopter 9 Kilo Bravo, Bell 429, departing to the west, climbing 500 feet over the river. VFR.
Oh, she's coming in. Steve PHL says that about 2,200 or 22,000 K. We'll clip the crash. Yeah. That's Kenny Monster usually takes care of that for me. All my illustrious moments in flight sim he's preserved for eternity, for future generations.
Canyon, 9 Papa Charlie, taking off, following the Bell 429.
Boy, the thing that's going to be kind of tricky about some of these places is when you get down into the canyons, man, it gets a little tough to see. It really does. And then, you know, below Buckacre is already a fairly tucked away and kind of camouflaged area anyway, so this could be interesting. So if Agent Bravo 7 is on the descent at 22,000 feet, we probably don't have any chance of making it back if we stop. If we stop at below Buckacre, we're going to be still a good 25 miles out. So we're going to miss her arrival, unfortunately, but maybe we'll be able to get in there shortly after she's down, and she'll be treating her passengers to something from the Downwind Sim food truck, and life will be grand. I'm sure there's a few leftover ice cream cones or something in there. All right, it's tough to do, but I was going to say I think I've lost the Colorado River. Nope, there it is. I may cut the corner. If I get this VOR to come in, I may cut the corner and start heading direct to the field. The question of the day, if you had an engine failure, I guess there's enough flat spots. It looks pretty rough. Where would you put it down? There's some places that I think you probably would aim for the river. All right, looks like my stream has cleared up just a little bit here. Have a warm welcome waiting. What? Oh, you're talking about at Hanksville? If you are involved in an emergency situation and the pilot asks the co-pilot if you know how to fly that plane in the sim, would you say to the pilot, you know how to fly it? Yeah. No, that's the age-old question, right? And I think if there was an emergency and I was sitting right there, I would do everything in my power to not take control of the aircraft. I think doing what I'm doing right now and doing what you'd have to do in real life are so vastly different that, man, it's it would not be pretty. Now, if the pilot became incapacitated or whatever, and you were up there and you were it, well, yeah, you'd have to try to do something, right? But boy, I would be, yeah, that would not be a good deal, especially out here. I mean, holy Moses. You're not only dealing with flying the plane, but you're dealing with an emergency situation, and you're dealing with navigational challenges, and I mean, and it's a tail dragger. So there would be very few scenarios that I would see this ending well in real life if I ever had to take the rudder, the stick and rudder.
Checking traffic 95 Charlie, we're just going to land here, just to the left of the
Yeah, maybe. You know, flaps are there. I could work the flaps. I know where they're at. I could make some radio calls. You know, the gear, I think the gear lever is actually, gosh, where the heck is the gear lever? Yeah, there she is. Yeah, you know, that shoes, that's probably more realistic that I would be able to help out with something like that. Um, but again, you know, we're on 2280 just because we're on VATSIM. I'd have to have some charts, and I'd have to know what the Unicom frequency, what the CTAF frequency is around here, and yeah, so I don't know, you know, and this thing doesn't have autopilot, right? It's a non-autopilot bird, so you can't even flip the autopilot on and call tower like they did in in airplane and get talked down. So oh, fixed gear aircraft. That's why I'm not finding the gear. Good point. Them's my shoes. See, there it is, right there. It's not even a real situation, and my mind's already going blank. Imagine what you'd be like if the adrenaline was pumping and the pilot's like having a flipping medical emergency, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know how you would. Not sure how you'd react. Oh, so is there an autopilot? Oh, you know what? You're right. I forgot this has the panel that allows that. Oh, yeah. I stand corrected, Shoes. I stand corrected. I know there's a panel setting that takes that out, or I believe there is. I know the other thing about this plane that's kind of different. I don't know if I like it or not, but you can actually move the gauges around and really configure it to how you want it to look, which, like I say, is kind of cool from a tinkering standpoint. But um, yeah, since I, I can't believe Diana's not trying to take the grass runway in the 757. Okay, well, uh, I would love to do that, and Antonio, I would love. I told myself the next. So I have 2 graduate degrees, and I told myself the next degree that I earn, the next piece of paper I earn is going to be a PPL. And so at some point, I would love to do that just to do it, just to say I've accomplished it. Um, Buenos dias. Release the hounds. If I was Sim Caesar, I'd have some cool hound dog sound effect going on right now. But yeah, good evening yourself, my friend. But yes, Antonio, I mean, who wouldn't? Who who in the flight sim community would not love to do that? But it just is a matter of investing the time and the cashola, and you just the time. Neither one of those things happens to be right now for me. So, all right. Well, we are coming up on. I think this is height down here. There's like a little lake or something, and but I'm gonna actually just turn and track. Gosh, we're getting really late. We're a long way from Hanksville here too. Um, yeah, no, I get that too, and I have that same problem when I bounce back and forth between airplanes, like I have a tendency to do. And you're right, your pattern gets a certain way, and then when things are not like you're used to it, it's you miss things. Um, but you could take this sucker and make the make your panel look just like a Cessna's if you wanted to. I don't know how realistic that is in terms of this plane, but you could do that. Yep, got the VOR, got the needle. We're going to make our turn. We're going to head toward below Buckacre. We're approximately 35 miles, as you can see. And what are we estimating here, ladies and gentlemen? It's got to be a good 20, man, got to be a good 25 miles. So I'd say about another 10 miles would get us in the neighborhood. And maybe we'll get one of these, one of these little draws that's lit up kind of nice. We might be in good shape, but if it's one of these guys in the shadows, it could be tricky. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Aris, and yeah, you know what I speak of. You've got that PPL. It took you a while, but you got it, and that's the main thing. And now you're moving on from that even, and which is awesome. And I don't have any desire to move on beyond. I'd like to have the PPL. I'd like to be able to family around in a little small four-seater or something. And yeah, at some point in time, I think it'd be nice to be instrument rated, just because I think it gives you more options. But anyway, yeah. Tonight is 98% illuminated. Warning Gibbons. Uh, yeah, we're running out of daylight, boys and girls. But like I say, this little valley, it seems pretty well illuminated. I'm not sure about the warning gibbons and all that stuff that them's my shoes is talking about, but maybe we'll catch a break here. We're gonna start the descent because, like I say, I think at about between 25 and 30 miles is where we're gonna see this airstrip. I believe it's right along this head wall at our 12 o'clock. So we're descending. The strip is at 4,592. And I'm actually going to make a call here. Below Buckacre traffic, Porter 816, 5 miles southeast of the field, inbound at 7,000. Inbound by VOR only. Yeah, we may get down below this ridge and we may be in the shadows. This could be and this is not a, this is a no messing around strip right here. This is a short one. It's hilly. It has drop-offs, all kinds of fun stuff. All right, there's 6,000. Let's leave it there at about 1,500 feet above the field, and let's just see if we can figure out where the heck we're at here. Get our speed under control. I think we're within about 3 or 4 miles of the field. Yeah, it's definitely along this ridge line. We do have landing lights and taxi lights all on right now.
Angel Point traffic, 9 Papa Charlie, approximately 5 miles. We're going to say east by northeast of the airfield, descending from 7,000 down to 5,500, 9 Papa Charlie.
Okay, below Buckacre. Darn it, doesn't have any runway config. Did Diana just make an Angel Point traffic call? Did she hop out and grab a bush plane to do a little bonus flying? That's awesome. All right, guys and gals, I tell you what, I'm not seeing much. I'm not seeing much. We're kind of getting there too. So we'll get up here next to the head wall, and I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to kind of take a little bit of a right-hand turn and then a left-hand turn, and maybe we can see it as we're making our sweep here, because it's going to be right along the edge. We have enough light. I think we can see it. There's something glowing. Is that our strip? Oh, it might be. This is our strip. All right, below Buckacre traffic, Porter 816. We're going to be overflying the field and making a left-hand pattern, landing back to the southwest. All right, there's a pickup truck. And our field is to the left of that. All right, so we're calling it runway 21. We are going to make an attempt at this. Sorry about that, guys. Below Buckacre traffic, Porter 816, left crosswind, runway 21. We'll keep our speed under control here, and we'll try to keep it tight because this is a field that is, I think, very easy to lose track of, although it's nice to have the pickup truck. When I put that guy there, I didn't realize that he was going to come in handy. Below Buckacre traffic, Porter 816, left downwind, runway 21, below Buckacre. Alright, can I find the pickup? No, I'm not. I lost it. Lost it. 2-1 though. I know that was the config here. Okay, we'll stay on it. We'll go back down here. I think about to that edge. I think we'll be good to go. We should see the pickup lights. So I take it back. We do have a lighted field here below Buckacre as a guy left his pickup lights on. Below Buckacre traffic, Porter 816, left base to final, runway 21, below Buckacre.
Entering the airfield from the, we're going to say northeast. We're going to shoot for the grass alongside to the east of the runway. 9 Papa Charlie, 8 point traffic.
Yeah, we're just going to bring it around town here. There's the pickup truck. Yeah, I don't know that I would be able to see this if it were not for that guy. And we need to be to the left of him because he's on a dirt road that's right above the runway. So we're down here. And oh my goodness, yeah, we may or may not be lined up. Oh boy, what in the world? This may not. I don't. This is. Alright, I don't think this is doable, guys. We're just a little too dark, and as you will see here, there is not a lot of room. Yeah, runway 21, that's our config. Yep, just a little too dark, guys. Alright, we're on the go. And below Buckacre traffic, Porter 816, we're on the go. We'll be departing to the northeast. Yeah, we're just gonna call it and get ourselves headed back to Hanksville here. There's yeah, no point in bending things up here. The pickup did help. You know, I'm not gonna lie about that, but just a little too dark to see the field. All right, and we could actually now, you know, we could actually do a little. What do? We need to come all the way back to the, sorry, northwest. I say northeast. Man, I've had the worst time with directions today. Let's get going northwest, and I have no idea. But we'll just tune this bad boy in, and let's see where we have to be. We're actually pretty close. Okay. Now, I have not tried this yet. With your permission, I'm going to do this. Let's arm the nav. Let's set the altitude, and let's just see how it does. I have not tried the autopilot. It's just kind of the default autopilot here. The Benzing or whatever that guy is, right? Is that what it is? Am I thinking of the right one? Maybe. Oh, the S-Tech 55X. So that was a Cessna 757 call there. I can't tune her back in, guys. I'm sorry. That's what I think having another Twitch stream going, I think, is what's hogging. Anyway, I think that's what's been hogging my bandwidth. So I'm gonna lay off of that. Starflies. Starflies is joining us. Awesome. All right, Shoes missed my prediction by 285 feet. Yeah, you did, man. That's you got to do better next time, buddy. That was the best landing of them all, right there. Yeah, guys, I tell you what, if you go back and you watch, we made. Oh, what in the world is what have I done there? I don't want to. I have somehow adjusted my barrel. I don't want to do that. Oh, geez, Louise. All right. Anyway, we made 6 landings, 6 off-field landings, and 5 of the 6 were not bad. There were a couple of them even that were under 200, which is really good for me. But yeah, that one there, that could have got bad in a big hurry. So we're gonna quit while we're ahead. Actually, is what we're doing. Hello, Bella. All right. So we'll cruise it on in there. Good to hear Agent Bravo 7 and Starflies making an appearance late in the game here. I can't wait to go back and watch. Well, I can't watch Starflies because she doesn't save hers, but I'll go back and watch Bravo 7, and that should be a good bunch of fun. Appreciate you guys, by the way, stopping in. There's been a lot of people in and out over the course of the stream, and I know for a while there I was getting some horrendous frame rate. So Shoes and Air is the Hound, Antonio Cano 99. Who else has been here? Downwind Sim, of course, has been lurking about the cabin. Steve PHL popped in as well. He's flying this event, so he's double multitasking. Good Fixins was here, might still be here. All you guys that came in, as always, I really appreciate it. Agent Bravo 7 even came in and said hey, and brought a couple of new friends with her, a couple of new follows. That's awesome. And so for everybody, JPC, yeah, you're probably in bed already. He's out there working hard, trying to get back in that Embraer 145. Titanium Druid was here for a while. Don Shop. Yeah, a lot of familiar faces and some new friends. I really appreciate it. I just want to make sure that you guys know that I will not be streaming my normal time. For those of you new to the stream, I am normally a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday guy, but I'm not going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays this week just because of these events. This one here is superseding my Tuesday stream, and then there's a Boston virtual event on Wednesday, so I'll be streaming on Wednesday as well. So no.
Happy Canyon traffic, Euro Fox 6334 Whiskey, descending from 7500 down to 6000.
And the Eurofox, very cool. So anyway, no Tuesday, Thursday stream, but we'll be back on Wednesday.
Canyon traffic, 6334 Whiskey, about 3 miles west of Attica.
So he is kind of out here off our right hand side. It shouldn't be an issue. Picked up the Quest Kodiak with the REP. Very, very nice, Shoes. That's quickly becoming one of my favorite aircraft. Very, very much love doing things in that plane. It just fits what we like to do here on the channel, obviously. So I do also need to let you know that this weekend it may be a little bit up in the air. I'm not planning to have a stream because I'll be out of town at a family reunion, but there's a possibility I could be back fairly late, and I might you know, might be able to squeeze something in a little bit later. So for now, no stream is planned for this coming up Saturday. Just so you know. All right, 10 miles from Hanksville. I think we can make our call, and I think we're going to plan. I think we're going to plan 27 for Hanksville. Yep. Hanksville traffic, Porter, November 11816, 10 miles to the southeast, inbound runway 27, Hanksville. Pretty much straight in. You can see the lights.
Hanksville traffic, Porter, Charlie Golf Romeo Alpha Yankees, approximately 8 miles east. We're maneuvering for the 45 entry left downwind 17, full stop Hanksville.
Oh, Starflies is going to make me feel guilty for coming straight in. All right, so she's east of the field. We're east of the field. She's 8 miles. We're 10 miles. And Hanksville traffic, we're looking for that Porter, and we will, we'll maintain visual separation.
We're looking for you as well. Negative contact.
Roger. We'll plan to overfly the field then at 6,000, and we're going to enter a left-hand pattern back for runway 27, Porter 816.
Angel Point traffic, 9 Papa Charlie, taking off from the grass, vertical ascent up to 6,000.
All right.
Departure to the northwest, heading towards Hanksville. 9 Papa Charlie, Angel Point traffic.
There is somebody. I don't know if that's the Porter or not. That looked like a airplane. And heck, I don't know. For all I know, they could be right on top of us, right below us. I don't know. Anybody back there see a plane? All right, we're going to come off autopilot here and just enter. Yeah, should call straight in and ask all traffic to, yeah, so that's kind of what happened there. And so, shoes, and tell me if this is not correct, but I'm feeling like since I don't know where that traffic is, I need to not enter straight in. So, I'm also seeing somebody down there on the ground that could potentially be thinking about departing. So I think we're just going to come in here, overfly the field, 6,000. I think that's what we need to be. Where's our? Yeah, we're 40. The field elevation is 4,454, so we're 1,500 feet above. I think that's legal.
Hanksville traffic, Porter, Charlie Golf Romeo Alpha Yankees, approximately 5 miles on the 5 miles east on the 45 entry left downwind 17, full stop Hanksville.
Hanksville traffic, Porter 816, 3 miles to the southeast. We're going to overfly the field at 6,000, enter a left-hand traffic pattern back for runway 27, Hanksville.
Hanksville traffic, 9 Charlie, approximately 10 miles to the east, inbound west.
Southwest.
500 for,
I think I keep saying the wrong position here. Dang it. No, I'm southeast. I'm southeast.
Traffic, 6334 Whiskey, entering downwind runway 18 at Canyon.
Man, that guy's microphone is way up there. But, oh yeah, jet, yeah, well.
Here, 5634 Whiskey, this is tight. Turning base and final short runway 18 at Canyon.
Yeah, if I had one of those planes, I guess that's what I'd be doing too, man, because you know you're making about 5 trips a day, those little 45-minute jobbers. All right, we're just about right over the top of Hanksville, I think. Now she's landing 17, so she's actually taking the grass runway that's out here, and that may very well be what the wind is favoring. But since we have fake wind set, which is basically nothing, we're gonna stick with our runway 27 and just go with that. Let's spin this guy around. Let's put him on 27. All right. Hanksville traffic, Porter 816 on the left upwind, runway 27, Hanksville. So we can start our descent now. Let's see if we can. We've kind of lost sight of our airfield a little bit because we went right over the top of it.
Hanksville traffic, Porter Charlie Golf.
I know it's
3 miles east on the 45 entry 17. Hanksville.
I know it's back there with us. Oh, we got a raid coming in. Agent Bravo 7, am I going to see that beautiful 757 on the ground there by the food truck, I hope? Let's make our turn here. Hanksville traffic, Porter 816, left crosswind, runway 27, Hanksville. Appreciate the raid.
Hanksville traffic, 95 Charlie, approximately 5 miles to the east. We have the field in sight. We're just going to set down the grass. Hopefully, traffic won't be a problem.
All right. Can we find? There's the field. All right. Good deal. Good deal. And we'll have the other porter's going to be coming in.
Hanksville traffic, Porter Charlie Golf Romeo. Yankees turning left downwind 17 full stop. Hanksville.
All right. So she's going to be ahead of us, so we should be just fine. But yeah, still parked there. I can't wait to see it. Bravo 7. There's the traffic. Okay. So yeah, we can extend our downwind if we need to as well. So I think we're going to make that call. Hanksville traffic, Porter 816, left downwind 27. We'll extend for arriving traffic on 17. All right, go Jirahawk. Thank you so much for clicking that white heart. Welcome to Prop Culture. Great to have you along. Sorry we're right at the end of the stream here, but I hope you enjoyed your flight into Hanksville, Utah. Non-stop flight from what I hear. Minneapolis, St. Paul to Hanksville. Like a special, like a charter jet type of thing here.
Traffic here at Fox 63 for Whiskey. I'm on the ground at Cabot Canyon, about to depart to Buckacre to the southwest.
We're looking for that other porter, our sister porter, and we should see something out there at some point here.
Hanksville traffic, Porter Charlie Golf Romeo. Yankees left base 17 full stop. Hanksville.
All right, here comes more traffic inbound, so we'll have to see what's going on there. And I don't see the arriving traffic, but if they're base, then like I say, they're going to be in good shape. We may have to talk a little bit on the when she's on the ground and I'm on the ground, because you have to back taxi at Hanksville to get back to the if you land on the grass strip. Well, you have to back taxi regardless. Hanksville traffic, Porter 816, turning left base, runway 27, Hanksville.
Hanksville traffic, 95 Charlie has the Porter 816 in sight.
All right, so that was a helicopter that was coming in. I think they're still to the east, so we should be fine.
Hanksville traffic, Porter Charlie Golf Romeo. Yankees left base, the final 17 full stop. Hanksville.
All right. Oh, there is the traffic. Gosh dang it. So I didn't extend far enough. Oh yeah, there's oh wait, that's the helicopter. Jeez Louise. I should have extended a little bit further. And Hanksville traffic, Porter 816, we're going to go ahead and sidestep to runway 17. So we're on the left downwind now for 17 for traffic. So the chopper actually just came in there and is just landing. Was right in front of us. Now this is going to be a test because This is kind of like below Buckacre where we didn't have any, there's no lights here. So this will be a test. Get to the chopper.
Huntsville traffic. I smell hot dogs. We're going to sit down right next to the food truck. 905 Charlie, Huntsville traffic.
Nice. The benefits of a rotary winged aircraft. All right, we need to start descending here. We're 1,000 feet still. I'm gonna throw a notch of flaps in. I'm gonna bump my mic.
634 Whiskey, departing to the southwest. Happy Cane.
Good night. I have no prayer finding this dirt strip, do I? Hanksville traffic. Porter 816, left base 17, Hanksville. Yep, I should have extended a little bit further and just stayed on 27, but that's okay. This'll make for an entertaining approach for you guys, and maybe you're going to get that big crash after all.
Hanksville traffic, 905 Charlie, on the ground. Hanksville traffic.
All right, there's the other Porter. We're high. We need to get down here a little bit, boys and girls. Don't really want to be doing the go-around. The nice thing about having her on the runway is I have a little bit of a feel for where it is. And we're going to be pushing the limits here.
Porter Charlie Golf Romeo Yankee is on the ground taxiing 17, be back taxiing 27, Hanksville.
Hanksville traffic, Porter 816, turn of final 17, Hanksville.
We'll expedite our taxi. We're about halfway still.
Raj. Yeah, I think we're okay. Not exactly by the book here, guys. But you know what? It's a backcountry fly-in.
Euro 5633 Whiskey inbound for full stop on 5 miles north, Buckacre.
We could be landing on top of a mountain ridge somewhere, and we wouldn't have this much room in between us, so I think we're okay. All right. Landing lights are not great in this plane. 157. I can live with it. Please stay on the runway. All right, we did. And Hanksville traffic, Porter 816, we're stopped on 17 and we'll follow the company traffic. 157 in the black of night. Yeah, I think we'll take that. I think we'll take that. I do feel like there's a little bit of wind down here, even though we have it set to VFR conditions. Oh my goodness, because I'm having a hard time here.
Porter Charlie Golf Romeo Yankees clear 17, taxiing back taxiing 27, Hanksville.
I can't wait to see the 757 sitting here, man. This is going to be so awesome. Thank you, Shoes. Appreciate that. Kenny Monster, you were actually a little high for a change. Yeah, usually you're pretty well spot on with those hard landings. Bold Aviator checking in. Hey, how are you doing, sir? I'm a big fan of your stream. Maybe I don't have landing lights on. This thing has retracts, right? I think it does. You can put them down. Yeah, we do. Let's do this. Lower those babies down. See if that gives us any better landing. Oh, look at that. That's much better. Hanksville traffic, Porter 816. We're exiting 17, back taxiing 27, Hanksville. Starflies, it was a pleasure having you interrupt my traffic pattern. Oh, you know I love you. You're my Porter sister. Now there's the Pointer sisters. You're my Porter sister. There, look at that. There's a beautiful Delta 757. That's a sight to behold. All the folks from Hanksville, I'm sure they came hauling butt up Highway 25 or whatever when they heard the big engines. That's what happens in our little town actually. Whenever we get a big jet that comes in, it's like people just flock up to the airport to see what the heck is is going on. We used to have 737s land all the time at Riverton, but it's been years and years and years since we've had that. So a big jet will draw attention. Wow, I just about taxied right up the tail of starflies. And as starflies will attest,
Hanksville traffic, Porter, Charlie Golf, Romeo Alpha Yankees, down and clear 27, clear all runways, taxiing back to the apron.
the Porter doesn't have tail to lose. Hanksville traffic, Porter 816, we're clear at 27. Boink. I think she's hitting the brakes on purpose, just to mess with us. Well, all right. That was pretty cool, you guys. Oh, don't prop strike now. Jeez, Luis. I'm gonna come over here, see if I can find the place that I spawned in. It's somewhere over here. This is close enough. And we'll get her shut down. Look at that big old 7.5. Wow. That thing, like Dave said, it really is. It's the sports car of the skies. You know what I never did locate, you guys? I never did locate the doggone parking brake. What? And now it's dark. I'll never be able to find it. All right, we'll just keep our feet on the brakes, and we'll just get stuff shut off here. So that was kind of cool. I need to look at those. Yeah, so those landing lights, you can retract them down, and that made a huge difference in what I could see. I should have had those babies on when I was landing. Man, I guess that's why they're called landing lights. Would have been nice to have those on. So then you have to click and hold, and they go up. Turn those guys off. Turn the rest of those lights off. Actually, off. We don't need the gyro compass anymore. Jen's master. Oh, wait a second. Don't turn the master switch off quite yet. Sorry about that. We do want to turn the avionics off first before we do anything else. And now we can idle cutoff. Starter can come off. Yeah, now we can turn the master switch off and call it good. B. Crockett, hello. Just joined what model of port? This is the PC6 from Thranda. And if it was light out, you would see how beautiful it is. Yeah, it is a super fun. Let's see, how many different ways can we describe it? Al South MIA, one of our friends, describes it as an engine with or a flying engine. That's what he describes it as. Downwind Sim describes it as an engine with two wings strapped to it. So yeah, I mean you can look at it, right? It's like half the plane is engine. So what's not to love? So yeah, it really gets up and goes, and is perfectly made for the type of stuff that I like to do on my stream. I like to mess around in places like the Utah backcountry. So if you just are joining late and you have no idea what's going on, there is a place you can go. I'm gonna share with you. Go check out my friend downwindsim.com. Check out his site. It has what's called the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In Series, and he's been so kind to set up a website where we can archive all of these. And this is the 9th one we've done. Actually, this is a repeat of an April Bush League flight, but all of the scenery is available, you guys, for free. Everything we've flown into and out of up to this point is available. So if you go to downwindsim.com, you will see all the information, and you will you'll be able to connect with Downwind Sim and myself and all the other Bush hooligans, as Agent Bravo 7 has called us. You know, like Agent Bravo 7 and Starflies and on and on and on, Kenny Monster, and anyway, you'll be able to connect with all of us, and we'd love to have you be a part of these. We do these it's the first Monday of the month is when we do these, but we're not doing it on Monday next month. August is going to be a little bit different, and I'm going to just give you little bits and pieces of what we have going on. But what I'm going to tell you is it's going to be on Saturday the 1st, not on Monday, and it's going to be a completely different. It's in many ways it's going to be different from anything we've ever done, and I think you're really going to like it. But it still has the same Bush League backcountry theme. So we're not changing, we're not going away from that, but we're coming at it from a completely new and different angle. And so part of it is to go on Saturday instead of on Monday, and we're going to be going at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time instead of our normal 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's just to accommodate some new friends that we've made that are going to be helping us out. We've got some friends from Europe, and I think maybe Australia, New Zealand. Anyway, we've got some friends that are in a little different time zone, and 8 o'clock, Eastern Time is like 3 in the morning for them, so they can't join us. So we've decided to do a special. We're calling it the August Potluck Backcountry Fly-In, and it's going to be a ton of fun. We'll start to release information on that just as soon as we get everything buttoned up. But you're going to want to clear your calendar. Again, August 1st, 3 p.m. That's a Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and definitely try to be a part of that if you can. So, all right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. Do we have? Since I've got some viewers here, I don't do this all the time, but let's take a peek here, and why don't we go raid? Let's go raid somebody. How about we go raid Mr. Oh, you guys, we got to go raid Continuum. All right, we're gonna go raid Continuum, and we're gonna check out what this crazy Kiwi's up to. Let me make sure. He's got a funky spelling of his name here, so let me make sure I get this. So hang tight. At least say hello to Continuum, and have yourself a fantastic rest of your Monday. I will be back on, like I say, on Wednesday, not my normal Tuesday time, but on Wednesday, Boston Virtual has something going on, so hopefully you can tune in again about 8 o'clock Eastern Time, roughly, on Wednesday. All right, that's it for me. See you on Continuum Stream. Take